Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are back with the fourth match, ADCL Clashes 10th edition. And the match is between ADCL Blacks and Greens. It's the second innings. A mammoth target of 226 is being chased.
साइड पे मुस्तफा, नॉर्थ साइड पे रिजवान, बॉलर ने फजल मनान। हाँ जी, स्टार्ट।
मेरी गल तो
हाँ स्टार्ट
चार बारी कटिया मैं आंदी क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग 'ਚ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ
नहीं
ਅੱਗੇ
मुझे
ਪਿੱਛੇ
यकीन सी
ਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਟੀਮ ਸ਼ੀਟ ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਲੱਗ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ 'ਚ ਪਈ ਹੈ
देख लो ना
ਅਸਲ
मैं कल किसी का नहीं उसमें किसी और ने इज्जत देकर किसी करो दिक्कत में करो ऐसे बेहतर तो मैं गाना गा रहा हूँ ऐसे बेहतर तो मैं टीम चला टू डू मैन है
दुआ करो
कॉन्फिडेंस इंक्रीज होएगा इंशाल्लाह पांडा
मेरी बात
जी
मेरे लिए फिर आसान हो गया कि पता उन्होंने 6 साल पहले के स्टार्स मैच आ
That's excellent over so far from Fazal Manan. And Rizwan Khan, fondly known as Fauji. That's a dot ball. That's the end of the over. Fantastic first over. It's 1 for no loss. Now, the remains to be seen who will bowl the next over here. Is it Abdul Rahman Nasir or will it be someone else? A mammoth total of 226 in front of ADCL Greens.
बॉलर नेम नवान।
Confirmed Nuwan. Nuwan Vikramasuriya. An old wine of a player. Sri Lankan and a fantastic all-rounder and a very accurate bowler. One of the most accurate I've ever seen. And if he gets going, one. Oh, immediately welcomed with a huge 6. Oh, welcome to ADCL now. Right in the block hole to Mustafa, and this is what Mustafa is capable of. And this is where blacks have to also keep their calm that they will be pushed back by greens. And this is where greens needs to understand that they need to ensure that they do not play silly shots. One again, immediately on target. One is very well known for his Yorkers. खाबर भाई ये फरहान आपके आसपास है उसको कहें जरा इधर तो आए and And very well bowled again.
जी आ रहे हैं
Dot ball again. That should be another dot ball. And that's slightly toward leg side. Call for. And 2 runs taken. That's the end of the over. It's 10 for no loss in 2 overs. Hi, sir. कुछ हमें भी रिलीज दें ये स्कोरिंग है बस बैट
अच्छा।
स्कोरिंग तो आपको बताइए क्रिकेट की बस शुरू हो जाए आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना आपकी आवाज़ इधर जा रही है
Okay, so
और ये है ये जब दबा के रखेंगे तो आपको तो पता है यार आप तो रिक पे होते हो
just stay with me for one
हाँ
hour.
हेलो नहीं मैंने निकलना है मैं वॉशरूम पे भी जाना
So bowling change.
So Fazal Manan is
Fazal
here, which
Manan
is orange.
automatic.
So it is there.
So if I want to change bowler, I select here.
No, if you want to swap the bowler, but which is usually not normal. Otherwise, action replace bowler.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here.
LB. Yes. अगर आप एक ही LB है ना तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली LP पे कर दे अगर दो हैं तो फिर आप नीचे
We're here in the second innings between greens and blacks. The blacks put a mammoth target, and so far greens are steady. Single one. Mustafa and Rizwan Fauji looking to do the bulk of the chasing, looking to attack. Fazal Manan, left arm spinner. Well bowled, back of a length towards the middle stump, pushed towards long on, single taken. Giving the strike back to Rizwan Fauji, who is 3 from 10 balls. Bit timid tonight. Shuffling across, but pushed straight to mid-off. And a dot ball. So 2 deliveries left in this over. Oh, very well bowled. Just outside off. Rizwan Fauji poking at it and missed it completely. Another dot ball. So pressure is on Rizwan Fauji, 3 from 12. With 1 ball to go from this over. What is he gonna do? Played off the back foot and a quick single taken straight to mid-off. But a quick single taken, and that's the end of the over. ADCL greens are 14 for no loss. So Nuan is going to continue from the other end. First over went for 9 runs. Rizwan Fauji is going to be facing. Pushed straight to mid-off and a misfield and a quick single taken. Excellent communication between the two batters. That is exactly what they need. They need to keep rotating the strike, because the target, if they're going to come close to it, they need to keep the scoreboard moving. They have a very deep batting lineup, but in the previous game, after being almost 100 for 2, striking at almost 10 and over, they stumbled to 117 for 9 and bowled him. Clean him up completely. Mustafa falls. Excellent Yorker by Nuwan, right at the base of the off stump. And Mustafa has to walk back. That was a brilliant Yorker. So early in the innings, it's very difficult to control those. Good movement away from the batsman, right at the base of the off stump, and cleaned him up completely. So Abu Bakr Azam Butt made a rapid score in the last game. Rizwan Fauji and Abu Bakr Azam Butt did bulk of the scoring in the last game. Let's see what they can do today. Thank you. So Abu Bakr Azam Butt is under the crossfire, facing Nuwan. Back of a length and played defensively towards short cover. No run taken. And a wide ball, wavered down the leg side. Excellent keeping by Gihan. So Nuwan is gonna try again. Back of a length, aggressively played towards mid wicket. 2 runs, going back for the second. Wayward throw, and they make it back comfortably. So Nuwan is going back to the start of his run-up. 2 balls left in the over. And ADCL Greens need to start thinking, where are they gonna get their runs? They have a lot of ground to make up. It's chipped in the air towards deep mid wicket, but no man's land, and oh, it's gone all the way. Has it gone all the way? 4 or 6? Roger that. And it's gone all the way for 6 runs. It looked like he had just chipped it in the air, but it went all the way. So excellent shot by Abu Bakr Azam Butt. And a full length ball played straight to the short cover, and a dot ball. That brings the end of the over. So ADCL Greens 24 for 1 in 4 overs. They're going at 6 and over, and they need to make up a lot of ground, and they need to make it fast. They still have 3 overs left in the power play. Same bowler. Umpire, same bowler. Alright, Fazal Manan. Continue back. So far he's bowled 2 overs and given only 4 runs. That is excellent. Rizwan Fauji back on strike, 5 from 14. Very, very quiet today, and he needs to pick things up and play some shots. What can he do? Let's play it in the air. It's a top edge and lands in no man's land, and they quickly run back for 2 runs. That was a risky shot. It took the top edge, and fortunately for him, it ended up in no man's land, and they picked up 2 runs. So it was one Fauji living dangerously. Played off the back foot towards forward point. Well timed, and they're gonna take a couple of more runs. Faisal bin Qayyum picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. 2 runs easily taken. So Rizwan Fauji is changing gears slowly but steadily. Fazal Manan. Excellent Yorker, dug out by Rizwan Fauji, back to the bowler, and that will be a dot ball. Pitched right in the middle of the stump and misfielded by Fazal, and a quick single taken. Brings Abu Bakr Azam Butt on strike against Fazal Manan. Pushed defensively towards short cover, and it will be a dot ball. 1 ball left to go in this over. Fazal Manan doing extremely well, giving away only 9 runs in 2.5 overs. Last ball coming up. Pitched in the middle stump and defensively given back to the bowler for a dot ball, and that brings the over to a close. 5 overs, 29 runs. ADCL green. I don't know if they think they're chasing 225 or 125. The required run rate has already gone up to 9.85. They are way behind the par score at the moment, and they need to pick things up soon. Nuwan is going to continue from the other end. Or is he? Captain is talking to him, giving him some tips, and it is indeed going to be Nuwan. He's going to continue his spell. He already picked up 1 wicket in the last over of Mustafa, who was going well but got cleaned up by an extremely good Yorker. So adjustment in the field for Rizwan Fauji. Packed offside field, and he bowled it straight at the wicket. Played softly towards short mid wicket, and a quick single taken. Rizwan Fauji took a dive and made it across. A direct hit would have made things interesting. So Abu Bakr Azam Butt is back on strike. So far 8 from 6. 1 beautiful 6 of the last Nuwan over. What can he do now? In this nice chilly evening, Nuwan, Abu Bakr Azam Butt takes 1 foot forward and smashes him right over his head for 4 straight. Like an arrow. So good aggressive mindset by Abu Bakr Azam Butt. He's not gonna stand there. He's gonna make things happen. And I think he's taking a liking to Nuwan. Nuwan. Excellent ball. Played softly towards mid wicket and an easy single taken. What Greens need is a partnership, and they need it with a good run rate. So Nuwan to Rizwan Fauji. Deep mid wicket is coming inside the circle. Brushed off his pads. and they're gonna run a couple. So that will be 2 leg buys. Two balls left in the over. 2 is 1 Fauji. A half volley outside off stump, and Rizwan Fauji obliges and smashes it towards extra cover for 6. That is his bread and butter shot. Excellently and elegantly played towards extra cover. Nobody is outside patrolling the boundary in that area. It was a freebie, and Rizwan Fauji took it with both hands. I think the ball is stuck at the moment, and they get it back. Rizwan Fauji slowly and steadily pushing the run rate up. 43 for 1 in 5.5 overs. The required run rate just under 10, 9.55. If they keep wickets in hand and keep partnerships going, they can get it. But if ADCL Blacks pick up a couple of quick wickets, then it could be all ends up and things could get over really fast. Another full delivery and pushed over extra cover for another boundary. Rizwan Fauji. And that's the end of the over. 47 for 1 in 6 overs. That was a good over for ADCL Greens. It'll be interesting to see what ADCL Blacks come up with now. Is it going to be a change in bowling? Fazal Manan doing extremely well, 3 overs for 9. If I were ADCL Blacks, I would give him another one. But will they? And they will. Fazal Manan is going to bowl 4th over in a row. Fazal Manan to Abu Bakar Azam Butt. Played excellently over long on, and it's a huge 6. Abu Bakar Azam Butt is not hanging around. He wants to take charge. That was a flat and fast 6. Slog sweep over long on. So Fazal Manan under the thumb here. That could be a catch. Oh, excellently fielded, but it's another 6. Helped on the way. Helped on the way. Who was the fielder? Who was the fielder? I didn't get that, but doesn't matter. Went for 6. Excellent attempt by the fielder. So 2 6s in a row. Played towards extra cover. And another 4. Fazal Manan losing the plot here. And Abu Bakar Azam Butt accelerating. 29 from 11 already. 3 6s and 2 boundaries. In terrific form at the moment. What can Fazal do now? Oh, excellent ball, excellent comeback. Swing and a miss from Abu Bakar Azam Butt. He was... the partnership is 45 already. Quick fire from Abu Bakar Azam and Rizwan Fauji. Fazal Manan played defensively towards point and a quick single take and misfield. And they make it comfortably. single taken.
Then you have to come back.
So last ball coming up. Rizwan Fauji takes an outside edge and runs away to the third man. Is it going to be a boundary? Oh, it's a boundary. Very unlucky from Fazal. Took a genuine outside edge and ran away to the third man boundary. But it doesn't matter how they come. Expensive over for ADCL Blacks. After giving away only 9 runs in the first 3 overs, he is now on 30 runs from 4 overs. And that brings us to the end of the power play. ADCL Greens 68 for 1 in 7 overs. Almost 10 in over. They have mounted a resilient comeback after being very tentative in the first few overs. The last couple of overs have been very productive. And that is going to be the end of the power play. And discussions all around. End of power play, umpire. So a change in bowling. Farman Wazir replaces Nuwan. Right arm, leg spin. Can be a tricky customer for Man. He can also be expensive. Abu Bakr Azam Butt waiting to face Farman Wazir. Slog sweep straight to short mid wicket and a dot ball. Farman Wazir at the start of his run up again. Wayward delivery, wide ball, and missed by the keeper as well. And they run a single. So 2 extras. That was a wayward delivery down the leg side. Farman Wazir to Rizwan Fauji. Excellent ball. Pushed off the back foot and a quick single taken. To short mid on. Bringing Abu Bakr Azam Butt back to strike. 30 from 14 balls. Looking really well. Played off the back foot towards extra cover. And a misfield by the captain. And the batsmen make it home easily. I think these quick singles are hurting ADCL Blacks at the moment. The field is spread out in the circle and they're just playing it with soft hands and picking up easy singles. Punch towards long on, well fielded by the fielder and an easy single taken. That is one, bringing Abu Bakr back on strike. 2 balls left in the over for Farman, which has been a good over so far. Pushed straight back to the bowler and a dot ball. So last ball coming from the over. 5 runs so far in the over. And played towards long off. And A single taken. That
Rahman,
brings
Rahman.
the over to a close. Noted. Thank you. End of the over. 74 for 1 ADCL Greens after 8 overs. And that brings us to our young prodigy, left arm unorthodox, Abdurrahman Nasir, the game changer. Left arm prodigy from the Abu Dhabi circuit, who recently made his debut in the UAE under 16. Abu Bakr Azam Butt, who is notoriously struggled against him in the past. What can he do? Abdurrahman. And straight to point, and that's a wicket first ball. And Abu Bakr Azam Butt's misery against Abdurrahman Nasir continues. Wicket off the first ball. Captain Faisal bin Qayyum taking an excellent catch at point. It was a nothing shot. He didn't know whether to attack or to defend, and in the end he played it straight into the hands of point. He was doing really good. He was looking really good, but undone by a brilliant delivery by Abdurrahman. So Saurabh Midha, player of the match in the last game, walks in under the sod here after a good partnership. Abdurrahman Nasir strikes with the first ball. And ADCL Greens are 74 for 2 after 8.1 overs. Thank you. Saurabh Midha walks in, coming off a brilliant knock in the previous game against ADCL Yellows. But what can he do against this left arm prodigy of Abu Dhabi? Abdurrahman Nasir coming over the wicket. Oh, played on a miss. A dot ball. Saurabh Midha almost attempting a similar shot as Abu Bakr Azam, but missing it completely. Abdurrahman pitched up and played defensively towards short extra cover. Another dot ball. Abdurrahman looking really good. Another, and played excellently towards point, and it's a boundary. Played elegantly towards point by Saurabh Midha. It was a good delivery, but played in the gap by Saurabh and runs away to the backward point boundary. Still an excellent over by Abdurrahman. Only 4 runs off the first 4 balls. Abdurrahman Nasir coming over the wicket to Saurabh Midha. Flighted up and played off the back foot. Loud appeal for LBW, but I think that pitched outside the leg stump. And no response from the umpire. Another dot ball. Abdurrahman. Last ball of the over. That was flatter in trajectory. Played towards backward point. Straight to the fielder. Ends with a dot ball. So only 4 runs in the over and a wicket of Abu Bakr Azam Butt. Excellent over by Abdurrahman Nasir. Farman Wazir is back. And Rizwan Fauji, who looked on from the other end in the last over. Played off the back foot straight to the bowler. I think that's a very dangerous thing to do against a bowler who spins it on a wicket that helps the spinners. He should not be going on the back foot. He's asking himself to be caught LBW. Played with soft hands towards extra cover and a single taken. Bringing Soramida back on strike. Facing Farman Wazir. Bowled a decent over. One wide delivery, but other than that, it was a good over. That was straight towards. Oh, he's given him. So Soramida departs. It was a full delivery, and it looked like it hit him right in front of the wickets. Soramida was on the back foot and missed it completely, and the umpire raised his finger, and Soramida has no option but to walk back. Doesn't look happy, and ADCL Greens lose their third. Farman Wazir joins the wicket column. ADCL Blacks look pumped up now. The next batsman in. Next batsman. Come again. The next batsman in. It looks like Uzair Khan. Is it Uzair Khan? Uzair Khan walks in. A very orthodox batsman. What can he do against Farman? Was going down the leg side and brushed off the pads toward fine leg. One leg by. Flighted up and missed completely by Rizwan Fauji. Loud appeal for a stumping, but umpire unfazed. That was a good delivery by Farman. Flighted up, inviting Rizwan to push forward. Missed it completely. I think that's the way to go for spinners on this pitch. Just flight it up, let the pitch do the work, and invite the batsman for a big booming drive. Farman Wazir bowling really well here. Another flighted delivery, turn and bounce. Surprised Rizwan here. Another dot ball, and that's the end of the over. So excellent over by Farman. ADCL Greens 80 for 3 after 10 overs. They're not looking bad, but they need to pick up the run rate. The required run rate is 9.73, and they've lost 3 crucial wickets of Mustafa, Abu Bakr Azam Butt and Soramida. Still a lot of batting to come. Abdurrahman Nasir comes back. It was a wayward delivery on the leg side, but missed by Uzair, and that will be another leg by. Uzair Khan is coming back from a lengthy break, so he's got to shake off the rust and play a responsible innings here. Rizwan Fauji played off the back foot towards short extra cover. Straight to the fielder, and another dot ball. Abdurrahman Nasir bowling over the wicket. It was Rizwan Fauji, and played off the back foot towards deep extra cover. The fielder cleans it up and throws it back to the bowler, and an easy single taken. Could have been 2, but the batsman decided against it, bringing Uzair back on strike. Abdurrahman Nasir with his tail up, flighted up, and a brilliant delivery. It was the wrong one. Deceived completely. Uzair defended it as if his life depended on it and succeeded in it. He had absolutely no clue what was happening there. Abdurrahman. Whoa! Inside edge, almost played it onto the stumps. And it take a single. So Uzair is not reading it at all. Abdurrahman is taking it away. He's running circles around the batsman at the moment. He can spin it both ways, and it's really difficult to read him off the hand. Flighted up, played in the air, but lands between 3 fielders. Rizwan Fauji very, very lucky to get away with that. And a misfield, but they decide against it. And that is the end of the over. Another excellent over by Abdurrahman Nasir. And ADCL Greens 84 from 3 in 11 overs. Only 4 runs coming off this over. Abdurrahman Nasir 7 runs in 2 overs, 1 wicket. Farman Wazir 7 runs, 2 overs, 1 wicket. They're complementing each other at the moment. And ADCL Greens under extreme pressure. They need to get out of the slump. Farman Wazir back over the wicket to Rizwan Fauji. Defended back to the bowler. Dot ball. ADCL Greens require 142 from 83 balls. It is still achievable, but they need to run. They need to get the run somehow. Required run rate has crossed 10 and over. Played in the air. Deep extra cover and 6. Excellent shot by Rizwan. Wasn't a bad delivery, but Rizwan Fauji made room and played it inside out over extra cover for a beautiful 6. So that relieves the pressure a little bit and brings the required rate under 10. Played off the back foot towards long off. And another easy single taken. Uzair Khan, 1 from 4 deliveries. What he needs to do is rotate the strike. He needs to give the strike as much as possible. Get off strike and give the strike to Rizwan Fauji. Get some confidence. Played confidently off the front foot. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Straight to long on and an easy single taken. I think that shot will give Uzair a lot of confidence. That was played confidently. Farmanullah, Rizwan Fauji. Flighted up and played straight to the bowler. And that will be a boundary. Rizwan Fauji is changing gears yet again. 41 of 36 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 2 beautiful 6s. And Farmanullah under pressure again. Rizwan Fauji looking really good here, playing a responsible innings, and he needs to continue to do so if they're gonna win. Oh, that spun sharply and flicked off his legs towards deep square leg. 3 fielders chasing it, and they run 2 and call for a 3rd one, but they decide against it. And 2 runs taken. That brings us to the end of the over. And ADCL Greens, good productive over, the last one. 98 for 3 in 12 overs. Ticking along nicely, but they've lost 3 wickets. They need to build a partnership again. Partnership is the key in this format. If you can build partnerships, you can easily accelerate in the last 5 overs. Just like in the first innings, ADCL Blacks were only 166 in 21 overs, but they accelerated really well and they made it to 225. Abdurrahman Nasir back in the attack. Uzair Khan. Oh! Missed it completely. For a moment, it looked like he had played it on to his own stumps, but it went to the keeper. Uzair Khan needs to get off strike as soon as possible against Abdurrahman. He is absolutely clueless. He doesn't know which way the ball is going to spin. Abdurrahman Nasir. Oh, that was a waiver delivery, but played straight to short. Fine leg, but a single taken. So Uzair Khan successfully gets off strike. Abdurrahman Nasir to Rizwan Fauci. This will be an interesting contest. Coming over the wicket, flighted up, played off point, excellently played, running towards the backward point boundary, and that will be a boundary. Rizwan Fauci, 47 of 38, and that brings up the 100 for ADCL Greens in 12.3 overs. They lost 3 wickets, but Rizwan Fauci playing a responsible knock, 47, just 3 away from a well-deserved half-century. Rizwan Fauci facing Abdurrahman Nasir. Oh, that was uncomfortably played towards deep mid wicket and a single taken, bringing Rizwan Fauci to 48 and ADCL Greens to 104 for 3. Bringing Uzair back on strike. Not sure that was a good idea, but what can Uzair do? Abdurrahman has 2 balls to have a go at Uzair. Flighted up and missed it completely, but not given. Appeal for a stumping. Uzair needs to go back to basics. He needs to get bat on ball first before trying ambitious shots like that. What do you say? Exactly right. He needs to get bat on ball before attempting ambitious shots. 1 ball to go. He needs to see it off. Abdurrahman Nasir with his tail up. Played comfortably towards deep square leg and a single taken. That is more like it. And end of the over. ADCL Greens 105 for 3. Roger that. And a change in bowling. The captain brings himself on. Faisal bin Qayyum replacing Farman. Zair back on strike. Faisal bin Qayyum bowling over the wicket to Zair Khan. Pitched short and played towards now corner for 1. Bringing the strike back to Rizwan. Now Rizwan is going to fancy his chances against Faisal bin Qayyum. But at the same time, he will have it in the back of his head that he's on 48. He'll be thinking of getting those 2 runs. But will he? Played in the air. And taken. Is it taken?
Out.
And Rizwan Fauci, thank you, fails to clear Long on.
Fielder Farman.
And finds Farman at long on. So excellent catch by Farman. Brings the end of Rizwan Fauji. An excellent played innings of 48. Tried to
Next
be
batsman.
ambitious, but failed to clear the long on boundary. Next batsman in, the captain himself, Usama Butt. Usama Butt.
But
The captain walks in. Captain versus captain. Promoting himself up the order tonight. Fell for a golden duck in the last game. What can he do? Faisal bin Qayyum. The plan has worked. He was looking to invite Rizwan Fauji to attack him. And attack him he did and failed. Faisal bin Qayyum coming over the wicket to Usama Butt. Pitched short of length towards long off and a single taken. Bringing Uzair back on strike. Uzair 5 from 10. Needs to take his time, but not too much time. The required run rate is over 10 again. Uzair Khan played towards long on and a single taken. So the required run rate is almost 11, 10 and a half. Faisal bin Qayyum to Usama Butt. Ooh, that kept low, but played comfortably off the back foot towards long on and a single taken. Faisal bin Qayyum, Uzair Khan. Flighted up, played towards extra cover and a quick single taken. Direct hit would have made things very interesting. It was a risky run to take, but a risk they have to take because they need to keep up with the required run rate. And that's the end of the over. ADCL Greens 110 pardon, for 4 in 14 overs. Required run rate 10.55. It's still not out of control, but they need to keep the runs going. They need to keep the scoreboard moving. They need to keep rotating the strike. They need to keep the required run rate under control and build a partnership. As they say, the Miadad approach. Abdurrahman Nasir against Uzair Khan. Missed it completely, but missed by the keeper as well. And that will be signalled as leg bias. Uzair Khan needs to be careful. He's living dangerously against Abdurrahman. Usama Butt facing Abdurrahman now. Flighted up and missed it completely. Usama Butt doesn't need to be doing that. Premeditated shot towards deep mid wicket to a ball going outside off stump. Usama Butt needs to be careful. Another one flighted up, played in the gap between cow corner and mid on, and a single taken. Bringing Uzair back on strike. Both Uzair and Usama living dangerously against Abdurrahman. He's into his 4th over. I think they need to see him through. Flighted up, played towards long on, and another single taken. Excellent throw from Farman to keeper's end. Keeper Gyan appreciating that throw. Abdurrahman doing really well here. Only 16 runs from 3.4 overs and a wicket. Lighted up. Was pitched on the leg stump and played elegantly. Swept towards short fine leg towards Bharat. And an easy single taken by Osama. My apologies. So Uzair is back on strike. So 1 ball to go for Rahman. I think he's going to be the one who bowls the 5th over as well. And well left by Uzair Khan. Good thinking. It was 1 ball left in the over and a risk not taken is a good decision by Uzair. That is the end of the over. ADCL Greens 114 for 4 after 15 overs.
Hold one.
अंपायर बटन दबा के फिर बोला करें, आपकी आधी बात कट जाती है.
ये पुराना बॉल.
पुराना बॉल. ओके. पुराना बॉल.
ये तो हाँ
उस्मान भाई मुझे अकेला छोड़ गए हैं कमेंट्री बॉक्स से. So the game is evenly poised at the moment. It can be anyone's game from here. ADCL Blacks have a slight edge. ADCL Greens need a partnership. Faisal bin Qayyum back in the attack. Samabat facing. Played towards long off the bottom of his bat. Call for 2 and missed by Faisal bin Qayyum. If he had taken that cleanly, it would have been all ends up for Uzair. That was a suicidal run, but lucky. Lighted up. Osama Butt obliges and smashes it out of the ground towards long on for a huge 6. That was a free hit from Faisal bin Qayyum and Osama Butt grabbed it with both hands. So Faisal bin Qayyum, what's he gonna do now? And that's another boundary. Osama Butt looking really good, has decided to take the charge and take the attack to Faisal bin Qayyum. A 6 and a 4 in the last 2 deliveries. Faisal bin Qayyum under pressure now. And that was a quicker one outside off. Played in a miss by Osama Butt. And that will be a dot ball. Faisal bin Qayyum played in the air towards deep extra cover. And Zuhaib collects it and throws it back to the bowler. It was a weak throw and 2 runs taken by Osama. So good over so far, 14 off it, with 1 ball still to go. This partnership developing nicely. That was a half tracker on middle stump, misfield by Fazal Manan, and 4 runs. So expensive over that, 18 runs coming off it. Osama Butt taking the attack back to ADCL Blacks. ADCL Greens 132 for 4 in 16 overs. Required run rate still 10.5.
Khan,
Repeat please.
Naveed Khan.
Noted, thank you. So Naveed Khan is into the attack. Very surprising to see that he didn't start the attack tonight. He usually starts with the new ball, but deciding to take the old ball tonight. हाँ 9 ओवर बाकी, 9 ओवर में 94 चाहिए. So Naveed Khan is into the attack. Uzair Khan facing him. Partnership. If they can go 4 more overs without losing a wicket, they have plenty of hitters.
Previous over, they have 2 or 3 more runs like previous over.
So Naveed Khan, Uzair Khan played in the air, excellent, and that's a 6. Uzair Khan means business. First ball from Naveed, and Uzair Khan has just showed him, I am not afraid of you, buddy. Excellently played over long on. Uzair Khan. Hello. Naveed Khan. Another one. Played back towards long on. This time Farman Wazir cleans it up and throws it back towards the keeper, and a single taken. Naveed Khan under pressure straight away. He's looking off pace tonight. Usually comes breathing fire, but that pace seems missing tonight. Naveed Khan. Oh, missed by Sama. So dot ball. Sama Butt facing Naveed Khan. Advances down the track and plays it towards mid-wicket, and a misfield by the fielder, Nuwan, and a boundary. Osama Butt. Being his aggressive best. 11 runs off the over so far, with still 2 deliveries to go. Naveed Khan under pressure. Osama Butt. Oh, luck favors the brave, as they say. And another boundary. It doesn't matter how they come. He tried to pull that towards deep mid-wicket, and it took a leading edge and ran towards the third man boundary. Nobody there. And another boundary. 15 runs off it with 1 more delivery to go. Osama Butt ready to face against Naveed Khan again. And played straight back to the bowler. Misfield by Naveed and a single taken. Keeping the strike. Osama Butt. End of the over, 16 off it. Another expensive over from ADCL Blacks. which brings the required run rate under 10 once again. So ADCL Greens 148 for 4 in 17 overs. 8 overs left. This partnership developing nicely. 41 runs already. 78 runs required. Noted. So Farman Wazir comes back into the attack, replacing the captain. Played straight back to the bowler, Osama, and a dot ball. Looks like Farman may have hurt himself. But he looks alright. Farman Wazir to Osama Butt. Played straight over the bowler's head. And they run back for the second. So 2 runs taken by Osama. This game evenly poised on a knife's edge. Farman Wazir, Osama Butt. Played in the gap towards cow corner for a boundary. Osama Butt playing a captain's knock here. .37 from 18 deliveries. Osama Butt and Uzair Khan giving him a very handy hand. This partnership developing very nicely. Farman Wazir is going to try again. Osama Butt. Flighted up. Straight towards long on. Fielded by Naveed Khan. And a single taken. So Farman Wazir against Uzair Khan. And that's a wide ball. Farman will have to reload that one. Lighted up and cleaned him up. So a wicket finally for ADCL Blacks. Uzair Khan played all around it. It was a full delivery. It was a full delivery angled at the middle stump, and Uzair played all around it. It was a handy knock. That 6 to Naveed Khan was joy to behold.
Naya batsman.
Irfan Ayub, thank you. Irfan Ayub is the new batsman in. One of the best batsmen in the Abu Dhabi circuit. Irfan Ayub, Muhammad Irfan Ayub joins his captain. In the middle of the wicket. Required run rate 9.77. It's under control at the moment. But ADCL Greens have lost 5 wickets now. It's very important that they don't lose any more wickets in the next few overs. So it was a straighter one aimed at the stumps, but played in the gap towards deep square leg, and they run a couple. And that's the end of the over. An over of mixed bag from Farman. Went for 10 runs but picked up the wicket of Uzair Khan. And it looks like there's going to be a bowling change.
Usman Pathan.
Usman Afridi is into the attack. Usually plays as a specialist batsman, but the captain has given him the ball. He's a handy leg spinner. What can he do? Nido, ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ? So Usman Afridi to Usama Butt, played aggressively towards long off and single taken. I just had a chat with Naveed Khan and he says that his hand is injured, which is preventing him from bowling at his best. So I wish him a speedy recovery. Usman Pathan to Irfan Ayub, bowled at a good length at off stump and pushed straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. Usman Afridi looking good at the moment. Played on the back foot towards long off. Another single taken. Fielded by Naveed Khan at long off. Brings the total to 160 for 5 in 18.3 overs. Can ADCL Greens do it? 66 to get from 39. It's gettable. Oh, played and a miss. Missed everything. And it looks like it's going to be 4 byes. And it is going to be 4 byes. What was the keeper doing? He was in La La Land. Missed everything. It was a brilliant ball from Usman Afridi. But unfortunately went for a boundary. 4 byes. Usama Butt needs to be careful. He's doing really well at the moment. 39 from 21. Light it up. And it's going to be a catch. Oh, dropped by Farman. That was a dolly of a catch. An absolute sitter. Dropped by Farman. That could prove very expensive for them. So a life to Usama Butt. Usman Afridi. Played back to the bowler. End of the over. So ADCL Greens 165 for 5 after 19 overs. 36 balls, 61 runs. 10 and over. Can they do it? Everything to play for. This game evenly poised. ADCL Greens, they still have a lot of batting to come. A lot of power hitters. So it looks like Abdurrahman Nasir, 5th over. 61, 6 over. 10. Abdurrahman Nasir is going to be bowling his 5th and final over. Yes, he's bowling his 5th over. So Abdurrahman is going to be the designated bowler who bowls the 5th over. And Usama Butt is going to be facing the music. 40 of 22, already given a life by Farman Wazir. Abdurrahman bowling over the wicket to Usama. Played with soft hands towards point and a single taken. Brings Irfan Ayub on strike. 3 from 4. Irfan Ayub. Flighted up. Outside off. Played towards long off. And fielded well by Naveed Khan. Another single taken. My apologies, Usman Afridi. Fielding it from long off. 1 run taken. Rahman to Usama Butt. Played towards square leg and that's out of here. Huge 6 from Osama Butt, which brings him to 47 from 24 deliveries, striking at 195. Osama Butt playing a captain's knock. And as we wait for the ball to return, both the fielders and the batsmen take a well-deserved break. Discussions all around. How costly is that dropped catch gonna be for ADCL Blacks? Required run rate under 10 once again, 9.64. ADCL Greens well ahead of the par score at the moment. And the ball has returned. Abdurrahman Nasir bowling his fifth and final over. Has bowled extremely well so far. So back to basics. Osama Butt on 47. Abdurrahman Nasir lighted up, played in a miss. Dot ball. Osama Butt needs to stick around and finish this for his team. 2 balls left in the over. He needs to see these 2 balls through. Abdurrahman is the best bowler in ADCL Blacks and he deserves the respect. He's already got 8 runs from the over. Shuffled across and played towards. Oh, dropped. Was a good attempt. And a single taken. So another life for Osama Butt. It was a difficult chance, to be honest. But a chance is a chance. So 1 ball left to negotiate for ADCL Greens from Abdurrahman Nasir. Can he pick up a wicket? Played towards mid-wicket. And a single taken. And that brings the end to an excellent spell from Abdurrahman Nasir. 5 overs, 27 for 1. He could have had another one had it not been for a drop catch.
टाइम देखें 20 ओवर में टाइम देखें टाइम ठीक है इनका टाइम चेक करें
Unfortunately मुझे टाइम देखना नहीं आता. इनिंग स्टार्ट किस टाइम हुई थी?
सामने वीडियो चल रही नीचे रनिंग टाइम बताएं.
Running time 1 hour 18 minutes.
they are well within their time. 80 में होना चाहिए था. They are well within their time. ये 2 मिनट अंदर है बल्कि.
They are 2 minutes ahead. So end of the over. Usman Afridi back into the attack. So in the air, top edge, lands safe, and they run. 2, a misfield from Zohaib Ali. Irfan Ayub living dangerously. But that is exactly what they need to do. They don't need to worry about wickets at the moment. They need to keep the run rate within control. Still a lot of batting to come. And that's a huge 6. That's out of here. Out of the ground. Deep mid-wicket. Huge 6 from Irfan Ayub. That was a freebie from Usman Afridi. And Irfan Ayub deposited it out of the ground. And it looks like we're going to have a change in ball. Usman Afridi to Irfan Ayub. Played in the air again, but this time more height than distance. But it clears the ground yet again. Another 6. So 2 and 2 from Irfan Ayub, taking the attack to the bowler. Two sixes, 14 runs already from this over. Only 3 deliveries bowled. Usman Afridi under pressure. Oh, quicker one towards the wickets and dug out towards long on. And a single taken, which brings the captain Osama Butt back on strike. He's on 48 from 26, not doing too bad himself. Strike rate of 185. Osama Butt played straight over the bowler's head. Farman misfields and it's a boundary. And a 50 by Osama Butt. Captain's knock, playing brilliantly. Just what the doctor ordered. Coming at the right time and doing the right thing. Building partnerships, scoring boundaries, rotating the strike. Everything, doing everything right. He's been given a couple of lives, but that's part and parcel of the game. You have to take your chances if you want to win the game. And it looks like Osama Butt wants a change in bat. Not sure what's wrong with the last one. He scored a 50 with it. 20.5. 194. So one delivery still to go from this over. 19 runs already. Osama Butt fired up, having completed his 50 in just 27 balls. Irfan Ayub at the other end striking at 200. ADCL greens. So played off the back foot towards short extra cover and a single taken, keeping strike. 20 runs coming off the last over. Expensive over from Usman Afridi. And ADCL Blacks are running out of answers. Their best bowler Abdurrahman Nasir has already bowled his full quota of 5 overs. Their other best bowler Naveed Khan looks like he's unable to bowl due to an injured hand. Thank you. And it looks like the captain is going to lead from the front. Faisal bin Qayyum into the attack. Why is it stuck? Just a second. Usman bhai, your phone is stuck.
Stuck हो गए?
Phone stuck हो गया. सिर्फ एक बॉलर 5 करा सकते हैं, बाकी बॉलर मैक्सिमम 4 ओवर करा सकते हैं. हाँ ओके, हो गया. हाँ हो गया. थैंक यू. प्लीज कंटिन्यू. सॉरी फॉर द डिले.
ये इसकी साजिश थी मुझे भगा के लेके आने की, और कुछ नहीं कभी ना.
So Faisal bin Qayyum brings himself back into the attack with ADCL greens looking good. 4 overs remaining. Play towards deep mid wicket and an easy single taken. 30 runs required from 23 deliveries. ADCL greens well in control at the moment, thanks to Osama Butt's champion innings. Played off the back foot towards square leg. Fielded by Nuwan. And a single taken. So nothing extraordinary required now from ADCL greens. Only 29 from 22 deliveries. 5 wickets in hand. They are completely in control at the moment. Can Faisal bin Qayyum produce a moment of magic? ADCL greens. Played straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. Every dot ball counts at this stage of the game. Faisal bin Qayyum. Back over the wicket to Usama Butt. Oh, that's played in the air. Can it be a catch? Oh, falls just short of the fielder. And a single taken. That was a brilliant attempt by Usman Afridi, but it fell just short of him. And it looks like Usman Afridi may have injured himself. He's grabbing his left hand. Change the fielder, please. Let's not waste time.
अंदर या बाहर आ रहा है ये कंफर्म कर दे जरा
So far अंदर ही है. So it looks like Usman Afridi is okay to continue. 1 minute stoppage. Faisal bin Qayyum back to Irfan Ayub, and that's a huge six over cow corner. That's out of the ground. Irfan Ayub.
इनको बोले बॉल लेकर आए बाहर
Irfan Ayub.
सर ये इनको बोले बॉलिंग वालों को कि जो बाहर गई थी बॉल जो इनके एक्स्ट्रा बैठे हुए हैं उनको बोले कि वो दूसरी वाली भी बॉल लेकर आए जो पहले गई थी
Irfan Ayub taking the game by the scruff of its neck. 27 from 12.
साइड है ना ये बैटिंग साइड इनको भेजिए बॉलिंग बैटिंग साइड अपने को भेजिए नहीं नहीं बैटिंग वाले नहीं जाएंगे सर बॉलिंग वाले जाएंगे सर
तुसी चंगे हो छक्के भी मारिए गेंदा भी लेके आइए Faisal bin Qayyum, what can he do now? Irfan Ayub fired up. ADCL Greens fired up. Fielding side, ADCL Blacks looking dejected. Another one that's played exactly where it came from. Another six towards cow corner. That's out of the ground again, and that's the end of the over. 15 runs coming from it. The 16 runs to get from 3 overs. ADCL Greens in complete control here. That was a juicy half volley on the middle stump. And Irfan Ayub sent it exactly where it came back from just half a minute ago. Thank you. So it looks like there's going to be a change in bowlers. Nuwan is into the attack. He's the death bowling specialist. Got rid of Mustafa with an outswinging Yorker early in his innings. Can he do something? Can he bring ADCL Blacks from the brink? One moment of magic, but at this point, ADCL Blacks require more than one moment of magic. They need 2 or 3 moments of magic. ADCL Greens looking very comfortable right now. 210 for 5 in 22 overs. Just 16 to get from the last 3. Usama Butt, captain, 55 from 31. 6 boundaries and 2 sixes. Irfan Ayub, 33 from just 13 balls. No boundaries and 5 massive sixes. Teesra, chautha. Starts off with a wide Yorker. and played back to the bowler. And that is exactly what I was talking about. Nuwan is a death bowling specialist. He can bowl 6 Yorkers at will with an old ball. Extremely difficult to get away. Can he bring and missed the length? A little low full toss played towards deep mid wicket and a single taken by Osama Butt. But the idea is right from Nuwan. Go wide of the batsman, full towards the wide line, wide Yorkers. Not a lot of batsmen in Abu Dhabi who can get that kind of ball away. There is a fielder patrolling the deep extra cover boundary. So the idea is right. Can he stick to it? It's not easy bowling Yorkers. Another low full toss played in the air. Naveed Khan. Oh, it falls just short and he's overrun it. It's running towards the boundary and it's gonna be a boundary. Long off. Irfan Ayub. Another boundary. His first boundary actually. So far he's hit 4 massive sixes. So that brings the remaining runs to 10. Just 10 runs to get. 10 or 11. 11 I believe. Yes. Inshallah. Played towards deep mid wicket. And a single taken. So 10 runs to get from 14 balls. Exactly. Brilliant Yorker, dug out towards short extra cover. Takes a single. Yes, captain's innings. And Uzair Khan complimented him really well. Gave him strike, kept rotating. And that 6 of Naveed was surprise for everyone. So Nuwan against Irfan Ayub. A slow delivery, played in the air. Farman Wazir dropped again. Farman Wazir, that was more difficult than the last one he dropped, but he is one of the best fielders in ADCL and he got there but missed it in the end. And that is the end of the over. Dropped catches proving very, very costly for ADCL Blacks. Bowler name? Panda, yes, I think Panda. Usman Afridi. And that's out of the ground from Irfan Ayub. Half tracker on middle stump. Irfan Ayub. Exactly. Rinse and repeat. Action replay. Pulled high and mighty over the cow corner boundary. Out of the ground. 6 runs. Just 2 runs to get for ADCL Greens. Some might say it is the commentator's luck. I need to be present for all ADCL Greens games from now on. It was never gonna be an easy chase, but ADCL Greens for some reason are making it look easy. 11 balls still remaining, only 2 runs to get. Irfan Ayub, what an innings, 45 from just 17 deliveries, 5 sixes and 1 boundary. ADCL Blacks thought they had enough runs on the board. But ADCL Greens had other ideas. Osama Butt leading from the front. Captain's innings departed for a golden duck in the last game. Yes, wickets and runs. Complete all-round performance by Irfan Ayub. Can he get to his 50? 2 runs to get, 5 to get for Irfan Ayub. Irfan Ayub, oh, decides against it. Unselfishly, gets off strike. And the scores are level. Osama Butt. It is poetic that the captain makes the winning runs. Can he do it in this ball? And he does it in this ball. Quick throw. And it's out. Run out. Anticlimactic.
Yeah, batsman.
Anticlimactic is all I would say.
Fielders go ahead.
Right play?
Done. Back करें.
ये?
Next batsman कौन है? इम्तियाज is there.
Imtiaz Afridi is gonna be the next batsman, given the opportunity to finish things off. Wait, I forgot to. Okay, single के लिए जा रहा हूँ. So anticlimactic at the end. 1 run still to get for ADCL Greens. Can they get over the line in this ball? And off the pads will be a dot ball. ADCL Greens taking that sweet time to get over the line. Scores are level. Can they get it in this ball? And they do! Played over the vacant cow corner region for a boundary by by Imtiaz Afridi. And that brings us to the end of the game. ADCL Greens chasing it quite comfortably in the end. And the man of the match will be.
I will say, to be honest, I respect with the MVP. It is also on the management and the third umpire and the commentators. But captain innings.
Captain's innings, for sure.
Roll kar dein, please.
So,
Yeah,
stop
stop
recording. Thank you very much.